Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up, babe. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up.
Hey everybody, welcome on in. Welcome into tonight's live. How's everybody doing? Wasn't talking to you back there. The dog stretched out. I'm gonna lower myself a little bit, so don't think that the screen is moving. It's just me. It's just me. But welcome in everybody. It's good to see you guys. It is Sunday, the 7th of September. I almost forgot what day it was. I almost forgot. But it is the 7th of September. We're going right through September pretty quickly. We're going to be hitting that fall mark before we know it, which I think everyone's probably in here decorated for fall, except for me. I have not done that yet. I'm going to, but I haven't done that yet. But I love fall decor. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. But if you are new to the channel, my name is Tanya or Titanium Built. It's nice to meet you. You can call me either or. And thank you for joining us for a live this evening. I do have my dogs behind me. They're making some noise. I don't know. They're sleeping, but they're making some noises while they sleep. So if you hear anything about them, that's just them. But I did see that we had some milestones, and I hope that baby girl passes out soon because she has a fever. Texas loves me? Well, Lori, I love Texas. I've never been there, but I've flown over there before. Everybody has a pool in Texas. That's what I said to my boyfriend when we flew over. I was like, I need friends in Texas. Welcome on in. And let me see. I saw that we had like a lot. Well, Mary Beth, you're a new member, but you've been a member. It says you're a new member. Did you upgrade? No, I don't know. Best 27 months ever. Well, I appreciate that, Mary Beth. I'm just like over here confused. I'm like, you've been a member forever. 27 months. And then Crime Kitty with 29 months. Look at that. We had some big milestones the other night too. And I think even last night. You guys have been with me for a long time. A lot of you have. And I tend to forget. That's why, I was like, I literally have so much stuff to go over with you guys because I was not sure if anybody that I knew most of, like some of you guys had heard of this case and you guys were with me because it was just, in 2024, but I don't know. I wasn't sure. So let's say hi to some people, welcome some people in. We've got a few minutes before I could start talking like I want to talk because there's some things I want to say that are going to be triggered if, YouTube gets a hold of it. But thank you, Kira, for upgrading your membership. Thank you. I don't know if you saw that in the chat. Hey, Dawn, it didn't show up for me. I didn't even show up in my starred. Well, now I'm mad. I'm glad I was in here when I saw it. Okay, hey, Ladybug. Poodle and a sheepdog. I saw so many dogs the other day at that festival. Everybody had a dog but me. Ooh. I love that. I want to see. You renewed. Oh, okay. You did upgrade yours. Thank you so much. Oh, that's your dog, Ladybug, that you're talking about. Oh, I want a little mini golden doodle. Not anytime this century, but maybe when I'm old, when I'm an old lady, maybe I'll get me one. I'm just reading the chat. Sorry. Yeah. Are you talking about these people? These were God's misfits. That was the best name, Oh, yeah. And hola. Eating fudge pops. Oh. Hey, Hey, ice pack your face up. Yeah. It's 87 there. That's a fever. Over 100. That's a fever. I would just take it easy. Hopefully you wake up tomorrow and hopefully you're asleep by now because you took some NyQuil and you wake up tomorrow and you're feeling good. You want to hear a funny story about me really quick? I don't know any funny stories about you or I'd tell them. I'd tell your stories if I could. My friend picked me up one night and he got like the double deal, like where you get the NyQuil and then you get the Dayquil and it's like in the same package. And bless his heart. He picked me up. I said, I have a cold. I can't go do anything, right? And he was a really good friend. He was just trying to get me out of the house after my car accident. He's like, I'll buy you some NyQuil, even if you fall asleep. Or Dayquil. He's like, Dayquil, so you don't fall asleep, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Well, as soon as that hit my lips, I was like, that is not Dayquil. I knew immediately. I know the Dayquil from the NyQuil, right? I was like, I just took NyQuil. So we drove around till I fell asleep. That's what we did. But because I took NyQuil, I was like, I didn't even take Dayquil. I was like, I'm gonna be passed out. And I did. I fell asleep in 2 seconds. Because that's literally all the time it takes me to fall asleep when I'm on NyQuil. Yeah, there's some stuff that's been going on. And then there was more stuff that's been going on that I didn't even know of until right before the live. So I have so many tabs open. We're just going to go through them. And I'm going to give you a synopsis of the case before. Hey, Ashley Higgins. Hey, Chance Happening. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. Hey, Tom and Jennifer. How are you guys? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah. If it wasn't for you, some nice ladybug, I would forget to tell people to do that. When I came in earlier, though, there was 11 people in here and there was 12 likes or something like that. And I was like, well, you can't beat that. Hey, Lori. I already said hi to you, but hey again. Oh, your picture's cute. That must be your little boy. I'm taking it as he looks like. He looks little. He looks like he's youngin'. My niece just had her baby, if you guys haven't heard me say that 5 times. Hey, Blazers. Hey, Happy Mom. Oh, I know you do, Ladybug. They're good girls, Mia and Araya. They really are. They're sleeping now. And they're sleeping on their respected beds. They're doing good. And we're going to get the cat one because he's got to be included. He's out there sitting on the couch with Vincent right now. That cat, I told him he is a traitor. I walked out there and I looked at him, traitor. Hey, Blazer. And hey, True Crime Lullabies. See, so that's what happened. Like Idaho kind of took over took over life for a little bit. Hey, kitsy cats. And I would still and hey, Mag Mama, I would still look back on the other cases and stuff, but there just wasn't anything going on, really. But now there just seems to be a little bit more. And I know that we have some new people in chat, so I figured why not cover the case again? And there's actually two of the people, they already pled guilty. I was like, what? What am I hearing? And I kind of thought that was going to happen the way that stuff was going, but I wasn't sure. So we're going to hear all about, you guys are going to hear all about tonight. I'm going to put some pictures up in just a moment. Hey, Margo. I'm in the back row. She's hiding. Hey, Tony. Chicken and dumplings. Man. No, the mom, no. She's taking this full all the way. She ain't going to, no. She ain't going to give anybody the pleasure of, thinking that she actually did something wrong, right? Because, she just doesn't. Did you see the staying? See, I lost except Kaylee. Okay, say it again and I'll look in the chat. Or yeah, let me know. I don't know what you're trying to say. Let me know, Blazer. It's probably just me. Oh, there's no drawings of Kaylee? I'm not sure. All your post grades were broken up. Been there. Yeah, let me know. I'm just going to put these pictures up as I am going over my notes that I wrote out. And I'm going to be putting up some different pictures of the ladies and of the suspects towards the end. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. And this case, if you're like, I'm not sure if I want to listen to this case tonight, you do. You do. Believe you me. Just get comfortable because you're going to be blown out of your mind. Actually, the Austin Drummond case, I didn't even, I guess that's why this case was in my head. So I said the other night that there was a case that reminded me of the case with Austin Drummond out of Tennessee, where he's allegedly killed 4 people and then he dropped a baby in someone's front yard. This case, for some reason, it just gives me the same, I think it's because there's so many people involved, but that's one of them. But there's just so many different markings that it seems like these cases are similar. Similarities. I shouldn't say similar. So they have similarities in them. So Veronica Butler, she's 27. She was 27, and Jillian Kelley, 39, were 2 women from Kansas who went missing on March 30th, 2024. They were traveling through rural Oklahoma. Butler was en route to pick up her 2 young children for a birthday party as part of a supervised visitation rights amid an ongoing custody dispute with the children's paternal grandmother, Tiffany Adams. And you'll see a picture of her soon enough. So that's a name to remember. Kelley, Jillian Kelley, she's a pastor's wife. She was accompanying Veronica as the court-appointed supervisor for the visit, since the regular supervisor had been told by Tiffany Adams to take time off. So only this time when she's going does she say, you pick the person. I don't want my regular person coming. There's a picture of them as well. So their abandoned vehicle was found near the Oklahoma-Kansas border with evidence of foul play, including blood on the road. Butler's glasses were found they were found broken they were found broken, but I think they were found near a broken hammer and a pistol magazine, but no gun was in Jillian's purse. So just the magazine. The OSBI, which is the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, quickly suspected foul play and launched a search for the women. And on the road, they had put, where there was blood, they had put like kitty litter and stuff down to try to disguise it so that people wouldn't notice it right away. Kind of like tarps over camo tarps over a body. I don't know. Just sounds familiar. But on April 14th, 2024, their bodies were discovered buried in a chest freezer on a cattle grazing property. And this property was leased by Tad Cullum. And it was about 8.5 miles away from the vehicle. The site showed recent dirt work, including concrete fill, which Cullum had requested permission for just days before the disappearance. He was renting the land. He is in the lower corner with the big beard and the glasses. He was renting land from a guy with the last name Beasley, and he asked him if he could bury some stuff that was on the property. He wanted to bury some concrete. He wanted to fill it in with dirt. He told him, what was it? Like tree limbs, some other stuff. It was just like stuff that didn't belong to like be really going into the ground. And he just was like, can I bury this stuff? I mean, a chest freezer is probably, and two bodies probably don't belong there. But he decided to, that's what they decided to do. But autopsies revealed that both women died from multiple stab wounds. Kelley had deep wounds to her head and neck, while Butler had numerous stab wounds, a blunt force head injury, and possible stun gun marks on her neck. Their bodies were placed in a freezer post-mortem, along with bloody clothing, a knife, and a stun device containing DNA evidence linking the suspects. Because they weren't the smartest, and they weren't the brightest, but they never are. They never are. Actually, let me leave that over there so I can tell you who these people are. These lovely people. Okay, so you got Tiffany Adams. She's up there in the, upper corner, looking like a whole ass. She's the grandmother. She was the one that was in the custody battle. She's the one that's accused of orchestrating this whole plot. She bought the burner phones, the stun guns, and other supplies. Tad Cullum, 43, that's her boyfriend down in the bottom corner. What a lucky man. He's the one who allegedly stabbed Kelley and prepared the burial site. Cole Twombly, 50, and Cora Twombly, 44, which is the other two that are, he looks like he's smiling, and the girl with the glasses. They were married, and they served as lookouts, and they saw an alibi actually from their teenage daughter. They told their teenage daughter what they did, pretty much. They told her, and she was like, I think 14, maybe, like. And then we got Paul Grice, the guy in the middle here. He was the last one to be like suspected and caught. And he is the one who allegedly stabbed Butler, injuring his hand in the process. 31 years old. The other ones, 43, 50, 54, 44. Maybe they lived a little bit of their life, but 31, and he has a wife and children at home. I was like, he's going to plead guilty. So the motive, like we've talked about, it stemmed from a 5-year custody dispute where Adams, who had temporary custody, while the children's father, her son, was in rehab, sought to prevent Veronica from regaining full access. That's what she was trying to do. Previous failed attempts to kill Butler. Yeah, they tried to do this before. They included plans like throwing an anvil through her windshield. This is not a cartoon. Could you imagine them driving on a flatbed truck? Like, seriously, okay. They're driving on a flatbed truck and they pick up an anvil. I don't know how heavy them things are. Over 100 pounds easily. And they're going to have this anvil, right? And while they're moving down the road, and her car is just going to happen to be behind them, and it's going to stay there while he's picking up an anvil to throw it through her window. Y'all are some dumb criminals. I love dumb criminals. They're my favorite because, it just, it gets me. Let me see. Hey, just Debbie. Thank you for hitting the like. Okay. So, they also went to her house one night. All 5 of them, God's misfits. They were in a group. We'll go to that too. They were in wasn't a gang. It was, I mean, I guess if it's a group of people and they're acting the way they do, I guess it's considered a gang. But they went to Veronica's home one night and they tried to coax her out, and she knew better. Like, she was smart. She knew Tiffany Adams was trouble. I think that day she thought, well, she was with somebody, nothing will happen. I'm going there. I've got a supervisor with me. Surely she thought she wouldn't do something with her. They did. They were literally waiting on these ladies when they turned off of one. They were going down the road and they got redirected by Cole and what's her face? The Twombleys, I'll say. Cole and Cora. They were ambushed, yeah. Just not by an anvil. An anvil. Whoever had that idea, Tiffany had the idea to go get burner phones from the Walmart and think that they were not going to be tracked and traceable and trackable. They knew when they turned them on, just like Austin Drummond. They knew when they turned them on. They knew when they turned them off. They knew what they did with them. They knew when they called each other. Do you need my email? I can put it in the chat for you. Okay, I can't wait to get my nails cut down a little more. They're not that long, but I feel like they're long to type. Okay, So, okay, let me make sure. Okay, this is the last picture I had of them. So, Jillian, she was the preacher's wife, the one she's on my left. She was 39, my age. Then Veronica Butler, 27, just wanting to pick up her babies and take them to a birthday party. Wow. So, let me see. We'll start here. Yeah, because this tells us a little bit about what they were wearing. So, on March 31st, 2024, they went missing. They went to go pick up Veronica's children. They were 6 and 8 when they went missing. Veronica Butler was 27. It says 5 feet 4 inches tall with red hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a blue short sleeve shirt, denim shorts, and Hey Dude shoes. Police said Butler has a butterfly tattoo on her left forearm. I remember when this first came out. Jillian Kelley, 39, has brown hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a long sleeve shirt, whitewashed blue jeans, and either a tan or beige shoes. Oklahoma Highway Patrol said Kelley has several Tattoos, including a Chinese symbol on her left forearm and a sunflower on her left shoulder. Go Jillian. And I think that these ladies, I mean, I don't think they really had a whole lot of like communication other than going to picking up the kids. I don't think that they really had a lot of outside communication. When I was reading up and like listening to stuff about it, it doesn't, I thought that they maybe went to the same church, but I don't think that they did. They went to a church. They both went to church, but they were like a little bit away from each other, not very far, but they weren't in the same church as far as I know. So, this doesn't really say too much there. I wish I could find the picture of that. What's it called? Four corners. Let's see. Would that have been? Remember the gas station they were supposed to meet at? It showed me like all these other gas stations. Is this it? Like when it was, no. Wait, is that it? Wait, I just lost it. I mean, I think this was it when it was like opened. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure, so I don't want to say it is. I was going to try to find the gas station they were supposed to meet at. Let me see. It's not like pulling it up for me. Of course it's not. Wait, look, I think I found it. Oh, I did. Here it is. Creepy gas station. Getty Images is trying to sell this image for $375. Look at this thing. You tell me if you would buy this image for $375. This is where they were supposed to meet. Okay, right there. And then I would have been like, no, I'm not meeting here. This is weird. But there isn't anything out there like where they were like meeting up, the meetup spot. So basically, they were going to meet, Tiffany was going to meet Veronica and Jillian with the kids. That's what the plan was. And she was supposed to drop them off. They were supposed to go to the birthday party and then she would bring them back and they would meet or whatever. So, I think she also made death threats to her and she falsified records to undermine Veronica as a mother. So this was where they were going to meet. This place is just creepy. Wait, how much does this say? $1? Oh my gosh, look at this. $1.17. Is that a 7? Wait, that's gallons. I thought that's how much it cost. Well, I don't know. Never mind. This is $2.65. But they put in $30. I like looking at old gas prices, they make me laugh. I can hear my mom saying right now, like, I remember when I got gas, it was 98 cents. We got it like for that much one time. Okay. So we'll go back over here. This is the timeline. And it's going to have like the full timeline. So, which I like, it's going to have the criminals, what they're doing, and Veronica and Jillian. So on February 13th, this is how I want to spend my Valentine's Day. Adams, which is Tiffany Adams, the grandmother, purchased 3 prepaid cellular phones from the Walmart in Guyman, Oklahoma, according to OSBI. She thought she was being smart. March 18th and March 20th, motions were filed in the child custody case requesting extended visitation for Butler. She was going to get it, we think. A hearing was set for April 17th. So, it would have been like 3 weeks after this. 3 weeks after they went missing, not even quite. So March 23rd, 2024, Adams purchased 5 stun guns from the Big R store in Guyman, Oklahoma. 5 stun guns. March 25th, 2024, Butler had petitioned for custody of her 2 children last month as their father, Adam's son, Wrangler Cole Rickman, had been ordered to complete 6 months of inpatient drug and alcohol rehab after being released from jail for possession of a firearm after a felony conviction. So basically, she's like, he's in jail. She had turned her life around. Like, she wasn't, I don't know what the problem was before, but I know that she didn't have a place to stay. And I heard that that was a big thing about it. But she had she had a new place. She had a business that was like really cute. She was doing her thing. Like, she was trying to get her babies back. She was doing all the things right to get them back. So then March 30th, this is the day that, everything happens. At 9 a.m., Butler and Kelley leave Hugoton, Kansas, Saturday morning to pick up Butler's children for her weekly supervised visit. And it's going to get weird because obviously in Oklahoma and Kansas a lot, because it's in the 4 corners of the states, where the 4 meet. That's why the gas station, I guess, is called 4 Corners. At 9:40, Butler and Kelley arrived at Highway 95 and Road L, and it's just a dirt road, about 5 miles north of the expected meeting place at Highway 95 and US 64. I think that was an old picture of that place. 9:42 a.m., Butler and Kelley's cell phones stopped transmitting signals. So at 9:40, they arrive on 95 and Road L, and at 2 minutes later, their phones stop. 2 minutes. That's all it took, 2 minutes to reroute them, get their phones, turn them off, all the things. It's crazy. So then 3 prepaid cell phones purchased by Adams were at the location of Butler's car at the time of Butler and Kelley's disappearance. 10:05 to 10:16 a.m., 2 of the prepaid cellular phones were at Cullum's residence. So at Tad's, her boyfriend's. At 10:16 to 10:35, 2 of the prepaid cellular phones were at the property rented by Cullum for cattle grazing about 8.5 miles away from where Butler's car was found. Investigators later found fresh dirt work done by the skid steer owned by McCollum on the property where the 2 phones had transmitted signals. And if you are with me, actually, let me close down the poll. If you've been with me for this case for any amount of time, that was like one thing. Like, we got that picture of the skid steer like in the yard, and that was just creepy. That was just I didn't like that picture. Because that was before they were found. Because we were like, what's that? Is that because we had to figure out what it was. I think one of you all knew what it was. I thought it was a tiller. And then one of you guys in the chat was like, that's a skid steer. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. So we had to look it up. So it says here that investigators found fresh dirt by the skid steer owned by Cullum on the property where the 2 phones had transmitted signals. All 3 of the prepaid cellular phones stopped transmitting March 30th. Only needed them for a couple hours, I guess. 12:09 p.m., Butler's family members contact police after finding her car abandoned on the side of Highway 95. So it says when Butler didn't arrive at the birthday party, her family member became worried and went to look for her. And that's exactly what they did. At 12 o'clock, it was like they weren't even missing that long. And they knew, like, something's up. We got to go get them. We got to go find them. And so it was actually, I think it was like her uncle and her niece or something like that. They found her car. They were like driving towards the gas station there where they knew they were going to meet, and they found her car. And her car was obviously had, stuff around it that was like questionable, a broken hammer, her glasses. Like, man, that's just, and then they see the cat litter, and then there's like a dark substance underneath of it. Like, what is that? They probably wouldn't know by looking at it. So then the Texas County Sheriff's Office found evidence of a severe injury after examining the vehicle and the area surrounding it. They found blood on the roadway, Butler's glasses in the road near a broken hammer, and a pistol magazine was found inside Kelley's purse, but no pistol was found. At 7:25 p.m., an endangered missing persons alert went out via the Texas County Sheriff's Department Facebook page. So then the next day, OSBI requested via social media that anyone with relevant information contact their tip line. On April the 1st, OSBI obtained a search warrant for Adam's phone. So Tiffany's phone, they already are on to her. This happened on the 30th. I mean, they're already on to her. And this ain't no April Fool's joke for her. You know what I mean? Like, investigators found web searches for taser, pain level, gun shops, prepaid cellular phones, and how to get someone out of their house. Just like they tried to do when they were trying to get her outside of her house. But they didn't. They didn't get her out. So April 3rd, 2024, OSBI interviewed this 16-year-old daughter of Cora Twombly. The daughter told investigators she had been told Adams, Cullum, Cora Twombly, and Cole Twombly were involved in killing Butler and Kelley. They told her her own daughter. She named one other person who has not been arrested, that would have been Paul Grice, or charged in relation to the case. She also told OSBI that Adams and the other suspects had burner phones to communicate with each other, and that they were a part of an anti-government religious group they called God's Misfits. There is a group out there that is called God's Misfits, and let's not make Squirrel come back out on the news and, squirrel out on us. There was a guy named Squirrel. I think that was his name. But they thought they were this group, this anti-government, sovereign citizen, you can't tell me nothing, little group. When all they did was just sit around and probably throw some darts at a dartboard and drink some beers. And I guess talk about murder. I mean, how do you bring that up, Tiffany? I don't know, but she got 5 people to help her. So, 4. Well, no. Cora, Cole, Paul, Tad. Yeah, 4 people. I thought there might have been another one. I think the whites have something to do with this stuff. But I'm not. That's just what I'm going to say. She was told by Cora and Cole Twombly that they would be gone. So, okay. She was told by her mom that when she wakes up on March 30th, if she wakes up after 10 a.m. or something like that, she said, that they wouldn't see each other because they were going to go on a mission. If my mom ever told me like she's going to go on a mission for anything other than like a mission to the freaking grocery store for some ice cream, then I would be like, Mom, we need to get you some help. But this girl's 16 years old. She had no idea what to do. I mean, can you imagine your mom saying that? We're going on a mission. So they returned, she said, around noon on March 30th in 2 pickup trucks. And she was told they wouldn't have to worry about Butler anymore. The daughter asked if the bodies were put in a well, and Cora responded something like that. And this was before we all knew like any of that stuff. She also told investigators there was an earlier attempt on Butler's life in Hugoton, Kansas, but that Butler would not leave her house. She said the group had planned to throw an anvil into Butler's windshield. I mean, that's just the dumbest thing. I mean, hey, Machachi. Hey, Triple L. Welcome in, everyone. I mean, that's just kind of, I don't want to say that's the dumbest idea. Because, I mean, but did it ever work for the what was that, Roadrunner that did that? What cartoon was that? I can't even remember now. I used to make fun of it about this case. But it never worked for them. So I don't think it's going to work in this case either. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you want like a superpower, like don't do an anvil through a windshield, Hey, Felicia. So then April 12th, 2024, Tad Bert Collum. What a name. 43. Tiffany with one F. Is that how she spells Michelle too? Okay, her mom. Okay. This is, who gave her mom, who told her that this was okay? Who told Debbie, her mom, that this was all right to be spelling names like this? I mean, why we got this girl was probably made fun of her whole life. If this is Michelle, I'm gonna be like,
Marshall.
That says Marshall on the Google or the MacBook Voice or whatever it is. It's Michelle though, I think. Tiffany Michelle Adams. Like, seriously, my mom did that to me. She's 54. Her boo thing's 43. Cole Earl Twombly, 50, and Cora Twombly, 44. And I love them as a couple, right? When they got arrested, Cole said, I'm getting a lawyer and I'm getting you a public defender. That's love, right? And then we have, of course, now Paul Grice. It says April 13th. They were all actually arrested without incident. And we did read all of the documents and stuff that was in this case, like all the arrest affidavits and stuff. I actually had all 5 of them. I printed out all 5 because I just felt like something was going to be different. And there was. I think it was on TADS. There was 2 extra. We ended up finding 2 extra hidden little paragraphs in his that I wouldn't have known if I didn't have all 5 of them to go through, because it would, if I would have read them like that, I wouldn't have probably picked up on that. It was just because it wasn't even that big. It was maybe a paragraph. And it just had to do with, I think, the land and stuff like that. So we already know who they are. Okay, so on April 14th, this is the investigation timeline. The remains of Veronica Butler, and we did read their medical examiner report. We read the autopsy report before on a live. And we can always do it on another live as well. So it says they're both from Hugoton. They were discovered on Sunday in a very rural area. I'm not good at saying that word. Near where their abandoned blood-soaked vehicle was found in Texas County, Oklahoma. So Jillian Kelley, she's the one that was just going as, the supervised visitation person. She had 16 sharp force injuries, stabs, with 9 of those being deep stab wounds and 7 shallower stab wounds, and also had defensive wounds to her hands and possible stun gun marks to the back of the neck and shoulder. She wasn't going down without a fight. After her attack, Kelley, along with Veronica Butler, was concealed inside a freezer that was then buried. Inside the freezer were clothing, a stun gun, a roll of tape, and a knife. I'm pretty sure they found Veronica's Apple Watch in there too. And the phones. I think the phones might have been in there. Veronica Butler's full medical examiner's report has not yet been released. This was in April 2024, so maybe we didn't read all of it. This is the one that's 14 pages. 15 pages. Yeah, this one was. This is kind of important. Okay, let's see. We're going to read this part right here. Actually, let's go back. Let me see what this says. Maybe it'll be in here. We'll read through this, and then if it's not, we'll go over to that part just where they talk about the freezer and stuff and taking the bodies out. So April, where are we at? April 15th. OSBI held a press conference along with the FBI, Texas County Sheriff's Office, and the Texas County District Attorney, where each agency offered their condolences to the victims' families. During the press conference, the OSBI confirmed the women are dead, despite not having the bodies officially identified. Apparently, there was enough blood on the scene where they said that they were. But then April 16th, the next day, OSBI confirmed the bodies were positively identified as Butler and Kelley. April 24th, 2024, a fifth suspect, Paul Grice, is arrested and charged with murder, conspiracy, and kidnapping. So he was out for a little bit. May 16th, 2024, a Texas County judge issued a gag order in the case due to widespread media coverage. We get little bits here, though. October 3rd, 2024, prosecutors file additional charges against 3 suspects, Adams, Cullum, and Cole Twombly. New charges include the unlawful desecration of human remains. Adams also faces additional child neglect charges. Can you hear her snoring? Man, how rude. October 7th, 2024. I already read that, sorry. Oh, no, I didn't. It says, autopsy's findings reveal Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley were brutally killed before being placed in the freezer. Kelley's injuries include multiple stab wounds and signs of defensive wounds. November 5th, it's supposed to be 2024, a full examiner report for Jillian Kelley comes out. The report revealed Kelley has 16 sharp forced injuries, with 9 of them being deep stab wounds and 7 shallower stab wounds. Maybe the 7 the shallower ones were, maybe he was hesitant. 31 years old, and he was asked to commit a murder, and he's like, yeah, sure. Why not? I'd love to help you. She was saying the worst about Veronica, saying something about like, she's going to take the babies from me, the kids, it was something along those lines. And that's what pulled at his heartstrings, I bet, because he has kids. I think that it was just like, I think she was really good at talking to people. And welcome in, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So then December 17th, I forgot to read November 28th. I just keep passing them off. All right. I think I missed this one too. So we're going to go back up. Okay. So autopsy findings, October 7th. I know I read this part, but revealed Veronica and Jillian were brutally killed before being placed in the freezer. Kelley's injuries included multiple stab wounds and signs of defensive wounds. November 5th, a full medical examiner report came out for Jillian Kelley. The report revealed Kelley had 16 wounds, sharp force wounds, 9 and then 7 with the shallower ones. Kelley also had defensive wounds to her hands and possible stun gun marks to the back of her neck and shoulder. After her attack, Kelley, along with Veronica Butler, was also concealed inside a freezer that was then buried. Inside the freezer were clothing, a stun gun, a roll of tape, and a knife. So November 28th, 2024. So they just threw the knife. They just threw everything in there. Like, here it is when you find it, because they thought they were never going to find it. That's why I don't get, like, Tad didn't think he would be the first person after Tiffany's house that they would be visiting. Oh, where's your boyfriend live? Like, I'm going to go check his property. Veronica didn't have problems with a lot of people, and I don't think Jillian had problems with anybody. So it kind of people see, I think they just don't see straight. They just are seeing like the end, like thinking that they're going to get away with stuff, and they just don't think. They'd be stupid. So November 28th, that was when we got the full medical examiner report for Veronica. The report reveals that Veronica Butler died of multiple sharp force injuries with a total of 30 sharp injuries. 10 of the wounds were consistent with Veronica Butler attempting to defend herself. Additionally, she sustained a blunt force cut to the back of the head. December 17th, a preliminary hearing for all 5 suspects is scheduled at 9 a.m. in Texas County District Court. And we did see them arrive in court that one day. And I think I have that tape pulled up. So then December 17th, preliminary hearing, Adams, so Tiffany, Cora Twombly, and Paul Grice waived their right to a preliminary hearing and a speedy trial. Tad Cullum and Cole Twombly as the only two remaining defendants going through preliminary trials. Tad and Cole are going to hold out. And Tiffany. So Cora Twombly has entered a plea agreement with the state. She pled guilty to counts 1 and 2 of first-degree murder. The agreement dismissed cases 3 and 4 for kidnapping. Cora Twombly also entered a guilty plea for conspiracy. I believe she got 30 years. I'll have to see. These are the case files, but they didn't have it all the way up to like current date. Like they had a couple, like they had these ones and then they just missed some days, looks like. Maybe not. It's just the court minutes. He's got a lawyer, 2 lawyers. Okay. I did want to show you this really quick. Okay. So I'm going to read just like this part right here. The clothing and personal effects. So the body is received inside a sealed freezer, transported inside a sealed covered trailer belonging to the Guyman Fire Department. Upon opening of the trailer, the freezer is noted to be wrapped in a clean red tarp and secured within the trailer by new yellow ratchet straps and lumber. The outer straps and red tarp are removed to reveal the freezer wrapped up for transportation by an inner clean blue tarp secured by 2 additional new yellow ratchet straps and duct tape dated 4/14/24 and initialed by forensic anthropologist Sarah Geets. 2 OCME toe tags labeled with case numbers, and it gives the case numbers, along with 1 undisturbed OCME orange bag seal numbered, are present in the ratchet strap hooks. After transportation from the trailer to the autopsy lab, the tarp straps and duct tape are removed to reveal a partially dented, partially dirt-covered, older model white freezer. It's 54 inches by 27 inches wide, 35 inches high. Is this on right? Yeah. Secured with a new ratchet strap, or yellow ratchet strap, sorry. 4 well-worn, dirt-covered, partially adherent strips of apparent old gray duct tape are present on the front aspect of the lid where the freezer door seal is partially detached. So they duct taped it. Patches and streaks of dried red-brown fluid are noted on the front and back of the freezer. Upon opening of the freezer lid, the body of Veronica Butler, the female decedent from related OCME case, and it gives the number, is noted to be lying on top of this decedent. Ms. Butler is removed and her examination is documented separately. Jillian Kelley's body is then observed to be lying on her right posterolateral side of the bottom of the freezer with her arms tucked in front of her chest, her hips flexed forward, and her knees bent. She is observed to be wearing solid blue jean denim capri pants, a soiled blood-stained blue and white plaid long-sleeve unbuttoned flannel shirt with multiple defects, and soiled white sneakers and ankle socks. Of note, both bodies are noted to be in early to moderate stages of putrefaction, decomposition. The interior walls and floors of the freezer are noted to be partially covered in copious dirt and hay and mixed with blood and decomposition fluid. A pair of soiled shoes is additionally present in the freezer floor, along with a soiled Apple Watch and 2 soiled gloves, 1 leather, 1 cloth. These separate items at the bottom of the freezer are not removed from the freezer and are submitted along with the freezer to the OSBI. After removal of the decedent from the freezer, she is further noted to be clad in a soiled, blood-stained red t-shirt with multiple defects, a soiled tan bra, and soiled black underwear with a soiled panty liner in place. A white earpod case with earpods enclosed is additionally found within the front left pocket of the decedent's flannel shirt. Additionally, personal effects present on her body include a metal earring with stud with clear stone within the right earlobe, a metal nose ring stud with clear stone within the right nostril, a metal chain necklace around the neck with small clear stone pendant, a metal wedding band and engagement ring with clear stone on the left fourth finger, and 4 metal rings on the right fourth finger. That's all I wanted to read. So I wanted to just get that, like, so you guys can know, like, how the bodies were put in there. Okay. I was just rereading that part. Okay. I guess I could have blew that up a little bit, huh? I don't think we need this. We can always go back to that. Okay. So let's go over here. These videos with them are always like just the shortest because like everything's been on like a gag. But I mean, we're getting information now, but like, I don't know. It just seems like these little videos of them walking in are kind of like small, short, but let me show you. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let me hit the play button. Let me stop sharing the screen with you because I think it lost connection earlier with like the sound or something. So I wanted to make sure you guys can hear it. And let me know if you have any problems hearing it or anything like that. And thank you guys for being here. Oh, sorry, I appreciate it. Yeah, very sad and senseless. Oh, 5 guys. That sounds good. I haven't had that forever.
4 of the 5 people charged with murdering 2 Southwest Kansas mothers in court today. The only one not in the courtroom, Tad Cullum. His case is paused while his appeal.
Look at him. He has not missed one meal since he went to jail. You ever notice that? Some men and women, when they go to jail, for the food being so bad, they be looking heftier. Because, I mean, I took the pictures down, but, I mean, we'll just look them up. I mean, the one picture of him, like this one, he looks a little smaller. Maybe it's just me, though. Maybe he is a little bigger guy. Like this picture, to me, I thought he was a smaller guy, but nope. Well, at least they gave him glasses in jail, I guess, you know.
The new judge plays out, but the cases against Tiffany Adams, Paul Grice, and Cole and Cora Twombly.
Look at her. She can't even hold her head up. Cora down here. She knows what she did was wrong. She's so dumb. She told her daughter. Like, I mean, I tell you guys this all the time. My mother was a damn saint. She was a saint. She was sent from heaven above. She was an angel on this earth because the stuff that we see is like, I'm thankful for my parents. We got Tiffany Adams over here with her hair blowing in the wind. We got Paul Grice up here. He's going to be spending a long time in prison. His kids will be graduating without him. And then you got Cole, who is like, I'm going to get a lawyer and not you, to his wife that's here with her head down. I mean, these are the best people in the world, right? I feel so bad for Veronica. I mean, I feel bad for Jillian, obviously. But Veronica had a baby with that. I mean, with her son. I mean, she was kind of stuck with her a little bit.
Are moving ahead. A hearing on testing DNA evidence, it's delayed until July while Cullum's appeal is figured out. The next step in the cases are arraignments. Those are scheduled for November 5th. Remember, Cora and Paul took plea deals, so they waived their arraignments, but the judge says he still has the power to deny those plea deals.
They made sure they had them all in their like little bulletproof vest. She should be in jail for, I mean, she is in jail, but yeah, she should be in jail for that too. I think they did get her with that, with like neglect or something. I don't know. I think they might have gotten her with something. But yeah, she definitely told her 16-year-old daughter and had her daughter clean out the truck that they drove. Like, I mean, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you know? Which one did we just watch? We watched that one. This one looks like it's almost this. Okay, when was this one from? It ain't gonna tell me. We'll watch this one too then. We'll just watch them both. This one's 1:33 long. Actually, let me see real quick before let me see if it's sharing with you guys. It's not sharing with you. That's so weird. I have like 2 tabs. It's so weird. I don't know. StreamYard, I don't know what you're doing to me. Okay. So I think that this might be them walking into court too, but maybe they'll say something a little different in this one.
At 10, multiple judges have responded to Tad
Oh, yeah.
Cullum's motion of recusal, and the state of Oklahoma receives a response for the order allowing consumptive testing of evidence. News Channel 10's Paige Stockton joins us as she explains more about the next steps in this murder case.
The ongoing murder case of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley in the Oklahoma Panhandle continues with updates on Cullum's request that Judge John Parsley recuse himself from the case.
Yeah, listen to this.
The Court of Criminal Appeals of the state of Oklahoma has denied the order for extraordinary relief by removing the judge, citing the defendant has failed to establish a clear right to the relief he wants.
He said something because Tiffany Adams, his girlfriend, it's not his wife, or his girlfriend, went in front of that judge like 20 years ago or something for a parking ticket. It was like something stupid. I don't know. He's trying to get the judge to recuse himself, though.
Cullum had requested Parsley recuse himself based on the bias of impropriety, because 15 years ago, he was the lawyer for Tiffany Adams in a civil case in Cimarron County. 2 separate times, Parsley declined to disqualify himself from the case. Attorneys filed an appeal, and Judge Tom Newby also found no basis to disqualify Parsley. Tad Cullum then submitted to the Court of Criminal Appeals for review, which also denied the request to recuse Parsley. Cullum did not appear at the last court hearing due to the pending resolution of this appeal, and now that stay has been lifted. All 5 defendants are scheduled for further proceedings, and the hearings on the state's application for order allowing testing that could destroy or damage has finally been set for July 30th at 10. We will continue to follow.
Did you guys notice how the one cop was walking Tiffany in? Like his hand was around her back, like almost like they were going on a damn date. But then like the other woman had them, and like usually you interlock like arms and you like hold the person, like, I'll rewind that, because she's got some power up in this little town. And I just don't like, this woman did it right. She had like her arm interlocked, because if you have your arm like this, that person is in your personal space now. She could have turned and grabbed his gun, or attempted to, and his arm would have been behind her and not right beside her. Like, I don't know. You just tell me what y'all think. Like, look at him. Watch him walk her in.
An appeal, and Judge Tom Newby also found no basis to
look at this hand placement.
Disqualify Parsley. Tad Cullum then submitted to the Court of Criminal Appeals for review, which also denied the request to recuse.
Are they going on a damn date?
Parsley. Cullum did not appear at the last court hearing due to the pending resolution of this appeal, and now
that's how you're supposed to do it, boys and girls. I mean, I don't know the proper way, but I would say that's the proper way. But that other way like, considering she's a freaking defendant in a double murder that orchestrated the whole damn thing. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was a little weird. Mia, my good eye. What are you doing over there, Mia? Don't you put a hole in that brand new bed. So they're like trying to bury her way to China. There she goes. Oh, nope, she's laying down. So the state filed a request for consumptive testing. And I actually had to look that up because I was like, what was that? And now I can't remember exactly. So we're going to look it up again. Okay, never mind. We're going to copy it and paste it into Google. I probably have it up here somewhere. Consumptive testing is a legal or forensic context, or a forensic context, is a procedure particularly with biological evidence like DNA that uses up the sample, leaving little or no original material available for subsequent testing of the opposing side. So basically, when I should have known that. I went to school for this, but basically, when you get some DNA, say it's just touch DNA or trace DNA, it's not like a whole lot. If the state uses up all of that sample, there's none for like the defense, right, to do their own testing, and they have to be able to do their own testing on that. So I guess they're going to be doing. It says the state files for request. So I wonder what the defense had tested. Let's see. Okay. It's like the news is a little bit different on each channel, but it's like them just kind of like walking to and from the jail. When was this one? This was the beginning of this year. We're just going to kind of, I have these in no particular order. I usually do. I usually have them in chronological order, but tonight I don't. So maybe I could figure that out while we're watching this one.
At 6, 3 are dead after a crash involving a
it'll go after this.
train and a car south of Cactus.
The Department of Public Safety says the crash happened near US 287 and County Road E. There were 3 people in the car. All were killed in that crash. At this time, officials have not identified those involved or details of the crash.
Emotion was high in the Texas County Courthouse this morning as Judge Parsley once again pushed back potential trial dates in the murder case of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley.
News Channel 10's Paige Stockton was in the courtroom as the judge made several rulings for testing of evidence, final arraignments, and the ongoing civil case.
All 5 defendants appeared in court for further proceedings in the ongoing murder case. For 3 of the defendants, this will be the last proceeding until their formal arraignments. Judge Parsley officially ordered the state's hearing on the consumptive testing of evidence and agreed it is to be audio and video recorded for the defense experts. The testing will be recorded through each of the steps so it can be meaningfully scrutinized by the defense. Parsley also responded to the motion Tiffany Adams and Tad Cullum filed to stay the related civil case. According to court documents, the defendants say the civil cases arise from and are entirely dependent upon the allegations in the earlier filed criminal case. Parsley said in court this morning he will be setting a date to take up the various motions regarding the civil case in a separate hearing. And due to scheduling conflicts with Cora Twombly's attorney, the potential trial dates, which were set for May of 2026, have been pushed back to the earliest June. Tad Cullum, Tiffany Adams, and Cole Twombly will have their formal arraignments on November 5th at 10 a.m. That means the defendants will be officially informed on their charges and will be asked to enter a plea. Because Cora Twombly and Paul Grice agreed to testify against the other defendants, they will have another further proceedings. Reporting in studio, Paige Stockton, News Channel 10.
Okay. Yeah. So 2 of them, Paul Grice and Cora Twombly, both pled guilty. So that's good news, for the victims or the victims' families. But I guess Veronica Butler's mom filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the 5 defendants. And it says the lawsuit alleges that what many suspected Tiffany Adams allegedly, falsified hospital records. Remember, she was on the board there at the hospital to have Butler's children taken from her. So this is stuff that's just now coming out. Well, not like now, but just this year, I guess you would say, or within the last few months. And we'll read through these. Okay. So it says here, and this is from her mom. I mean, Veronica's mom. She ain't gonna be lying. She ain't gonna be lying in the courts like that, She ain't gonna be lying in the courts. Well, thank you very much there, Mary Beth. Thank you for gifting out 5 memberships. Look at that. Come on in. $71 Nina Cutie. Country Butterfly Mermaid. Oh, I cannot do that one. Mermaid, Sunflower Girl, and Vivian. Well, welcome on in. Thank you, Mary Beth. That's very sweet of you. So, I wanted to see what I want to show you guys next. Okay, this is what it was. Okay, so Adams falsified hospital records and submitted them as evidence to the court for the purpose of manipulating the proceedings as part of a scheme to gain full custody and control of the children and keep them from Veronica. On December 7th, 2022, following an appeal by Rickman, that's the baby's father, and based on the falsified records and false statements of Adams, her son Rickman was awarded full custody of the children while Veronica was awarded limited supervised visitation rights. Veronica was a nurse working full-time shifts. She loved her children dearly and cherished and protected the time she was allowed to spend with them despite her trepidation and worry about the threats Adams had made against Veronica and the judge on the case. Adams demonstrated malfeasance in relation to the hospital records and Rickman's history of domestic violence, substance abuse, and prior criminal arrest. Oh, you in big trouble. Okay. And then this one, it says, during all relevant times, Adams was on the board of the Cameron County Hospital in her capacity as a member of the board of directors of the hospital. Adams stated to the board that Veronica repeatedly exposed the children to her brother, whom Adams falsely alleged had sexually assaulted them. Oh my God. You're a dirty snake. That's you people like she should just go to jail. Directly to jail. Don't collect 200. Nope, no more. We don't need you in this society. If you're going to be doing all these things. I mean, this is just too much. This is just too much. You did too much to this poor woman. So she, oh my gosh, she even threw her brother under the bus. Using her position on the board of the hospital, Adams used hospital resources and or personnel to falsify hospital records to push the narrative that Veronica's brother had essayed the children. Therefore, Adams used her influence and position on the board and the board's resources to misrepresent to the court that Veronica exposed the children to essay by her brother, which was false. If anyone ever said that about my brother, I'd kill you. I would. I'd kill you myself. I'd kill you myself. I really would. This is so bad. I hope that they get whatever restitution that they are seeking. Because she has some money. She's got some money. She's got a house she can put up too. She won't ever be there again. She's got a truck she could put up. I don't know. She might have. I think she's probably been on drugs the last like 20 years, 30 years. So she might not have any of those things. But I mean, she does have some things. Man, people are crazy. I mean, they really are, aren't they? Okay. So we read this. I was just going to see if there was anything new. Rickman's mother, is a suspect. I thought they're going to say Rickman was. I think they should put Rickman in there too. Rickman's not a suspect. We've heard that, and I guess that's good. You know, that's. I mean, I don't know. I've heard things in this case where he probably should be, not a suspect because I mean, obviously he was in rehab, but maybe accessory or I don't know. They said that he had no communication with his mom though during this time either, but it's just hard to believe that she wouldn't tell him something about this. I don't know, but maybe I'm hoping that he didn't know. I mean, he did throw his grandma under the bus though. Okay. So it says, in December, Cora Twombly pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy. She testified in December that Adams, and I think we won't hear her testimony. I've been trying to look it up. I think we won't hear it until maybe the whole case is done, since they're like on a gag right now. I'm thinking that. But it says in December, Cora Twombly pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy. She testified in December that Adams confided in her that Adams needed to get rid of Veronica. Cora Twombly took the plea deal in exchange for 30 years in prison. She's what, 40-something? I'll tell you here, let me see. Cora is 44. She could have a life outside of jail, prison. I mean, you know. Grace also took a plea deal with the state so he would not face the death penalty. Yeah, because he's a scared little coward. They all are. You ever notice that? They can do big things, right? Stab women. Just that are just going and doing their, you know, their normal life things. And then when the death penalty comes looking at you in the eye, you guys are freaking cowards and you cower every time. Please give me a plea. I'll tell you what I did. I'll tell you what they did too. And Paul's case, at least with Koberger, he didn't have to say anything. Like, I mean, that was smart of him, which, I mean, it wasn't his idea, but, you know, I guess it was smart of Bill. Don't even give him the option to talk because he won't say nothing that's truthful. That's crazy. I was reading this little part here. So it says, Grace said he was set up to kill both Butler and Kelley. He was set up. What do you mean set up? They just bought you the phone and everything. They just gave it to you. And then you did it. Like, you're with them all. He admitted to stabbing Butler first and then was in the back of the trailer with the women's bodies being driven to the burial site. They had a horse trailer. Court documents state that the two women were stabbed to death before being buried inside a freezer. An autopsy report released in November said Kelley suffered a series of deep stab wounds to her head and neck. Butler also sustained numerous stab wounds along with blunt force injury on her head and a possible stun gun marks on her neck. And I'm going to say the blunt force injury on her head, that might have been the broken hammer. Well, I mean, that's the only thing I could think that could break a hammer. Like, how do you break a hammer? I don't want to know. So also named in the lawsuit filed Monday were various assets such as trust, Adams Family Farming, Carrot Top Weed and Pest Control, for which Adams is listed as an owner, and Cullum Farms, which was owned by Tad Cullum. And I hope you get it all. I hope you get it all and rename it. I heard that they have a lot of money. Like, they don't look like it, but I heard that they got some money, like, in that town. Now, there were a couple people. So that night, or the morning that they did the crimes, there were two other people. Their last name was White, Chris and Lisa, or something like Chad and Lisa, something like that. They were watching the kids when all this was going on. Because, I mean, obviously they weren't going to take the kids, right? To meet Veronica, they were going to kill her. So they had to have somebody watch the kids. Well, they did. They had someone watch the kids. And, sorry, my extension was like, felt a little weird. But, so I don't know. I just feel like those people knew more. They were part of this God's misfits as well. Like, there were 7 of them all together. I think that those people need to be arrested. I think those people need to be answering questions, and I'm going to ask questions after this case is over with. If they don't answer those questions, I'm going to write somebody and be like, somebody better be answering this question, because this was a good one, because they had the kids and they knew that Veronica normally got them on the weekends, and they didn't ask any questions. I think they should have. Hey, CJK. Thank you. Thank you, Kira. That was so nice of you. Thank you for gifting out 5 memberships. I think I just need, like, I don't know, something on them. Valentine. That's cute. Abby Cole, Kimberly, Renee, Trixie's Creations, and Nicole got one. Thank you so much. Thank you for gifting those. I think this is like the same kind of thing. But let's see. let's see what they say in this article, because I think there's a little more detail. So 2 of the defendants accused of murdering the 2 Kansas women in 2024 shared testimony of the murders in the preliminary trial. Oh, so they have the transcript. Wait, hold on. This is the read. I'm going to open these up. I want to see if these are like, this is something. What is this? Oh, you sons of guns. How much you charging over here? $10 for, I was wondering why I couldn't find any documents in this case, right? But that's why probably. I mean, we'll see how much it is altogether, but now those ones aren't, they don't charge anything for those. I guess it's only $163 altogether, maybe. Let me see. Like, oh, so some of them, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at, because you guys are probably like, what am I looking at? Or what are you looking at? But see, it's like, shows you the parties. This is all the parties. And these are for like the, this is for the countersuit, like the suit, the civil suit. But it says right here, like the amount looks like that you have to pay for some of these, because like some of them has like $10. It says document available at the court clerk's office. And then some of them don't have it next to it. Like, see, all these don't. And I think most of these we've read. I'm gonna have to go back through them and see which ones we need. Okay. I don't think we really need to, like, the wrongful death isn't as much. I would want like the documents coming out of court. Do you know what I mean? Not like for the civil suit as much as the murder case. Does that make sense? Because I think the civil case, I think they'll get that. Oh yeah, so I was gonna, we're over here actually, but let me see, where is this? Let's go back. Okay, so did that even share with you guys this thing? I don't even know if it shared with you, but that's just what the amount was. My like thing is being weird tonight. It has like 2 like things. Like, maybe if I quit sharing. Okay, let's try that. Stop sharing. Okay, that's working. Oh, I think we're working now. We'll be working better. Okay, so that's just the one that I was telling you about. And then we'll go back to this one here, because I wanted to read this to you guys. So this is just there. It says, Grice said he would not receive the death penalty in exchange for his testimony. Twombly has a plea deal, which includes her testifying in the trial and serving 30 years in prison before she's eligible for parole. Oh, so she has to serve the full 30 years. Oh, so no, like if you do good time, you get out in half, you know? The hearings went into details describing Tiffany Adams recruiting both Twombly and Grice into this plan after describing in graphic detail the abuse of Butler's children by the hands of a family member. So that's how she did it. She said, these kids are getting essayed. And if they go back with her, her brother's going to continue to do this to them. You are a dirty bitch. I mean, wow. That's just so wrong on every level, Not even if you didn't, kill her and plan it all. That is just wrong. It says in December, I didn't read this. So in December, Paul and Cord Twombly gave testimony. I had to read that part. Okay, sorry. Butler was on supervised visitation with her children after accusations. In the testimony, Grice and Twombly described Adams asked them to be involved in the murders, the prep, and the day of the murders. The documents lay out each of the defendants' roles on the day. I think I've read those documents for some reason. The Twomblys being the lookout. I know I did. Grice and Cullum killing the women, and Adams cleaning up and supervising. Grice described how he stabbed. I mean, like, that's just one thing too that Okay, so they're driving down the road and they see Cora and Cole Twombly, right? Now, I don't think Jillian would have known, but I don't know if Veronica right then at that moment was like, bam, something's wrong. Like maybe, perhaps. But I think as soon as they turned down the road, because I think they had the horse trailer or something maybe blocking the road off, right? And they were outside, oh, our car is messed up. Go this way. I think as soon as she saw Tiffany Adams, I think she knew like we're in a lot of trouble. Like we're in a lot of trouble. And I don't know about, I have heard that Jillian did carry a gun. Go her. And so maybe she did have that weapon on her when she got out. Maybe she didn't have it loaded. Maybe she was just trying to scare them. I don't know, because the shell the bullets or whatever was actually in her purse. So I wish that they would have had them in the gun. So he describes how he stabbed both the women, cutting his hand. He also says he felt set up by Adams, claiming he felt that he was going to take the fall for the murders. Well, yeah, you did them. He described Adams walking around the body of Butler and laughing in a way he described as evil. I hope when she goes to prison, I hope the girls are good to her there. Cora Twombly's testimony described the meetings of God's misfits and the plan to murder Butler with an anvil on her birthday that did not end up going through. Oh, really? You were going to do it on her birthday too? You guys are dirty, man. They're not even like, they don't even like, oh, hey, Carl. They're not even like a little bit empathetic. They're like, let's do it on her birthday. My God, people are evil. And she was laughing. How would, even if you wanted something like that to go down, right? Like you would think that your first time seeing someone being murdered, you wouldn't be laughing. Even if you wanted it. I don't know. You would think you'd be in shock or something, but not her. She's been looking forward to this for a long time. So it says Cora Twombly's testimony described the meetings of the God's misfits. Okay. She also goes into detail about how her daughter knew about the plans before, but in the end was the only one who initially spoke with police. The preliminary hearing documents will be under the date 6/16/2025. The plaintiff's motion for appointment of receiver for defendant's asset and will be on page 69. Okay. Many details are involved in this case, some gruesome. We will advise that much of the testimony is difficult to read and may be considered disturbing. Let's see if we can go find it. I have so many things open. Okay. Plaintiff's motion for appointment. $142 pages. My goodness. And they said page 69. Well, I'll go see what's on page 69 real quick. Oh, it's the transcript. Oh. Let me see how I'll have to blow these up. Okay. Let me see what time is it. Okay. I think we'll go over these on our next live. This is the transcript. I've never went over this with you guys. Oh, she got him because he had to. He's saying in here like he had an abusive dad growing up. Oh, she was getting his. She was trying to get him like his little. To his, she was trying to get his little heart there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because this is going to be like, I think these will be a little bit longer. Now, let's see. I was going to see if it says anything. So the defendants declined because in August for a jury trial to start. And then it says opting for dates in November of this year and May of next year. So they have an arraignment, formal arraignment, Tiffany and Cole. Because like Tad's still doing the thing with the lawyer, the judge, he wants a new judge. Tiffany's not even asking for a new judge. But he wants one. It says that they will be on November 5th. It says that they will be officially informed on their charges and will be asked to enter a plea. The court set a tentative jury trial date for the week of May 18th, 2026, with the state saying it will take about 6 weeks per defendant to try each case. That's per each defendant. Okay. Tad Collin was not in court today due to pending resolution of previous appeal to recuse and remove a judge. Okay. Well, wow. I've got so many things that are like up. And we can even go over the full autopsy. I'll pin that. And then we went over this, went over that. Just seeing what we went over. Okay. Accidentally exit out of something that I needed. How do you go to... You have to go to like a different page. Yeah. Let me just see if I got it. If I have this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I got this. So this will be fine. I just exit out of like one of the pages, but that's okay. Not the one. I have the one though that has the transcript. I couldn't think for a minute. Let's see if there's anything else that pops up online. He said, sorry for your loss as he enters court. Paul Grice did. I would be like, I don't even know what I would do. I was seeing if there was anything else. I don't think there is. I was reading some stuff though. I think it was about like Koberger. We might have to go over that tomorrow. I did notice that some people put out, I don't know why I just did that. Some people put out I think it's like, what was it, 2020 episode? I haven't watched it yet. I need to. National Salami Day. That's what I'm talking about, Mary Beth. I love me some salami. That'd be like the funniest thing to clip right there. I love me some salami too. I do love salami. Kira. I'm over here. I'm like, let's let someone clip that. Hey, get to the ducking point. By the way, I meant to say hi to you earlier. I like pastries. All of a sudden, I've never heard of it. The state is seeking the DP, yeah. Yeah, they are. That's why that's why Paul Grice was like, I'm going to go ahead and plead guilty now. I think he got 30 years too. I think he got the same as Cora. I think both of them, but they did, they do have to testify in court Cora has to say stuff about Cole, I mean, good luck to you. You know what I'd say? That's what I'd say to him. Good luck to you and your lawyer that you got. Could you imagine being married to somebody for years and years and years, 20 years, 25, 30 years, and y'all go down for a murder together? And, you know, you're looking at Clyde over there and he's looking at you and you think you're his Bonnie. And he's like, no, you're riding so low with the public defender. I'm getting my own lawyer. I mean, I would be like, you're getting a divorce. That's exactly what I would do. I would immediately, 100,000% get a divorce. I really would. You're in a food coma. I ate right before the live, but I feel hungry again. I do this all the time because I don't eat a lot. I'll have Vincent order food and then I'll eat like a little bit of it. I do that. I do that a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I put my old background back on with like this little blue background. I haven't had this up in forever. I just was like, I'm going to put it back. It seems like the time of the year because I had this one and this one seems a little bright. We're going to go back to this one. I haven't have one of the Idaho house. I delete that. Okay. Well, I think that's all I have for you for tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. I think, I don't know. I want to do a day stream. I don't know. We might do I might do a morning stream on my other channel or like an early afternoon stream on the second channel, or other channel. No, it's my other channel, Unfiltered with Tanya. That's the name of it. I wanted to go over some stuff like, I don't know. I want to go over like, there's a couple things I want to go over. I want to review a couple things, but I want to ask you guys if there's anything that you want me to review, like a certain topic or something like that. Let me know, and I'll put it on the list of things to review because I think that'd be fun to do some reviews on that channel as well as like doing whatever else I feel like it. You know, I feel like I'm going to do stuff with like the prosthetic eye over there. Even if you guys can always still come to those Get Ready With Me's, by the way. If it says prosthetic in the title, just come in there. Just come on in. Come on in. That usually means if you have two eyes, you can definitely do what we're going to be doing with just one eye. Right. So, but I do want to help some people, you know, like with makeup or skincare or any like stuff like that. Because I know when I lost my eye, there was nothing out there. They gave me a pamphlet of like 3 pages and was like, here you go. Yeah. And keep it clean. That's all. How? No, oh, you'll figure it out. It's in the pamphlet. Like, seriously, I'm still learning. I'm still learning stuff every single minute of the day when it comes to this stuff. But that's kind of what I made this channel for in the beginning. I just came out here as my name. But then I don't know. I just went to true crime because I had stopped doing videos for like, I don't know, forever on this channel. Like I only did like 3 videos and then, or maybe like 5. And I didn't think that anyone ever saw them, which I don't think anyone did until I got more subscribers and you guys said, you guys go back and watch them. And I'm like, oh, I hope they're good. I think they are good though. I think that they might be good. And they tell you about my past, you know, like my different stuff that's going on with me, and you'll like know me better as a person. I am gonna have Ishi do a live where she interviews me. I was supposed to call her back earlier, but me and Vincent were talking, so I didn't get a chance to. But she's going to help me get the documents for the Austin Drummond case, I think. So that way we'll have them because you can't get them unless you live in Tennessee. Well, good thing we know someone over here that lives in Tennessee. We know a couple people. But she said she would, she's like, how do I do it? And I'm like, oh, I need to call her. I need to actually make sure am doing it right because it's different in every state. Oh, what are you having? My ADHD won't let me do it sober. That's going to be fun. Just remember, if you don't, just read those instructions, girl. Just read them instructions. I'm the worst. Okay. So I have this, like, this isn't even like, this is stupid. This, I should be able to put this together. I should put it together with you guys right now. That's what I should do. Okay. So it's this. If I get the other paper off of it. Oh, nope. Oh, It just fell on the floor. So this somehow goes into this. It's only 2 wheels. It's only 2 wheels and this. This can't be hard, right? But then it's got like others. I don't know. Vincent, I'm just going to make him do it. just sit that back on his desk. Oh, that was his computer just turned on. Oh. Okay. It says his job on there, so I'm like, don't look at me. Do it, MAGA Mama. This case is like really it was when this case first came out, like, and we were covering it, it was hitting higher numbers than Idaho. Like, it was huge because it was like, what? I mean, because all we knew were these 2 women were driving and then they disappeared. Like, there's, and then we heard, well, there might be blood at the scene, but we didn't know. And then all of a sudden they're in the ground in a freezer. And it's like, what's it doing that for? Keeps making that noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like doo doo. I don't know what it's doing over there, but I'm curious. I was going to actually, I say something to one of you guys. I can't remember. Oh, we got Captain. My brother used to like Captain's girlfriend, Lady Blige. Lady Bly, is that her name? Yeah. Man, he hasn't drank that price since I was 20. So that was a long time ago. Could be moved. It could be. It definitely could be, especially for them 3. I mean, not really Cole because he's a no. I mean, they're all nobodies, but Tad, and I've heard Tad, and I've heard Tiffany. They hold like stature, like whatever it's called. They hold like prestige in the community. Oh, that's what I saw. One of you guys wrote down here. Oh yeah, Paul Grace is a preacher's kid. I don't know if I knew that, but maybe that was part of the reason why he decided to come clean, because Jillian was dating a preacher or married to a preacher. So, and he was really nice. That guy was really nice. So there were some good live streams. Did you notice that? Like, I mean, I didn't notice. I should have noticed this way before now. But YouTube is like legit when it comes to getting some stuff early. If you are following a case, any case at all, if you come to YouTube, you will find a creator that has stuff like that no one else has. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just love this platform for that. I really do. I love to be able to come here and be like, if I have a question about a case, I can usually type it in and you'll get at least somebody's opinion on it, go with and do that with what you will, but I do like it. Oh my gosh, I could never go on a cruise. That gives me a heart attack just thinking about that. I mean, I had a water bed though. I used to love that. I don't like being out on the ocean though. Like, I don't think I would if I couldn't see land. No. I would need the drinks. JLR, he's like he's like lightning speed fast. He's like, Magnolia, get in the car, let's go. You liked it, Magamama? I couldn't do a cruise. I think they're beautiful, like, and they look beautiful, but I would probably get sick. Have you guys seen all the stuff going on in Ohio? I was about to do a stream tonight over Ohio. I was like, there is some people crazy in Ohio. There was like kids that were living in squalor and filth. Someone else killed someone in Ohio, which that's normal. But it was just like on law and crime tonight. Like, I saw like 3 or 4 stories like in the last 2 days on Ohio. I'm like, but I don't live anywhere near that. It was like Toledo. So that's north. I'm completely south. So, well, not completely south. I'm southwest. Is that what it is? Yeah. But thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it, guys. If you guys don't mind, take a second, hit the like button for your girl. I'll be back on tomorrow sometime. It'll probably be I'll probably do like a live during the day. Vincent will be at work. I think I think he'll be in here at work. So I'll be wanting something to do, you know? I don't think I have any doctor's appointments tomorrow. So I'll hang out with y'all. Let me check my books. Let me check my schedule real quick, you know. Oh, do I actually have something? No, I don't. I have something on the 10th though. So I have to go to the eye doctor on the 10th. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. If you guys don't mind, take a second, hit the like button, share out the video if you want to. I'd love for you guys to do that. Love it when you guys do that. If you guys don't mind, after the video's over and you're like, I want to do something extra, and it's free for Titanium Built tonight, you can go under my video, and where you slide the comments, you know, so you can look at the live chat, there is a new thing called hyping the video, and you can hit the thing and you can hype the video. That means it'll get out into the algorithm better, I guess. So you can do that if you want, or you can leave a comment. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful Sunday and have a wonderful day tomorrow at work or whatever you guys are doing. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to live this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.